Hey guys, well, we need another update. I really didn't want to make another one of these videos. I wanted to make a video of the trike in my hands and a nice little wrapped bow on the finding of the trike. But so the trike was found in Dublin. All of the response from the video that I made on YouTube was helpful for mobilizing people in Ireland to try to help me reunite with my custom-built three-wheeled recumbent trike. I'm trying to ride around the world, and now I'm just trying to get it here so that I can continue traveling with it and make it part of my story. It's very unique, it's very big, and I was flying from Czech Republic back to the United States when it was lost in Dublin. WESTJET told me it was probably in Dublin many times. I waited on hold with them for an average of about 3 hours every time to get told that it was in Dublin, it was in Dublin, it was in LA, which turned out to be false. Then it was in Dublin again. Then they told me it was in Montreal. At that point in time, I had already mobilized people in Dublin, and they had actually found it. A friend of mine, lots of friends of mine have been looking in Dublin for me because of the media attention I've had in Dublin. And it surfaced in Dublin. And one of the baggage handlers in the back area of Dublin Airport found it for me and sent me a picture and said, "This is your bag, Matt. We found it." So I called back WESTJET and I told them, well, I didn't tell them first. I let them tell me first. And you can see that in a previous episode where my bag was. And I let them tell me it was in Montreal. That's where we know it is, Matt. It's in Montreal. So then I stopped them and I said, "It's not in Montreal. Do you want me to tell you where it is?" And I gave them the whole story, and I told them that I have a picture of it today, that day, that was a week ago, in Dublin Airport. Okay, we'll schedule it to go to Vancouver and then be reunited with you. And I said, when you reunite it with me, you have to reunite it with me in Detroit, because I have been waiting for a week, over 2 weeks for this thing in Portland, and I have to leave because Annie and Eva are going to be arriving here in Detroit tomorrow. And they're flying out of China, and they're going to be here tomorrow, and I got to be here to see them. So I left Portland, and I told them, you have to reroute it to Detroit, which is my address on file. Okay, Matt. No problem. We're so sorry. We've made changes. It'll be in Detroit. It'll fly there. It'll meet you when you get there. Give it 48 hours. Give it 48 hours for all of this information to get through and for it to get here. So I waited 48 hours, and then I called WESTJET again, waited for 2.5 hours. They even took my phone number down and said, "We will keep you abreast of any changes, any updates. This is a high priority thing. We know you got media exposure. We're trying to make this thing right for you." Well, I reached out to them again after 48 hours of no reply, and I asked, "Is there any update on my bag?" And they're like, "It's in Portland." I said, "Why is it in Portland?" And I said, I'm sorry, this is not your fault. You're reading information, but I am fucking pissed. Why the hell is it in Portland? It should be rerouted to Detroit." He's like, you have every right to be angry. If you feel better, cathartic to yell at me, you can yell at me anything you want. These Canadians, they know how to disarm you with kindness, but I don't give a shit how kind you are at this point in time. I want my fucking bag. My big, huge box, custom-built trike. I paid hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to travel around the world to build custom in Czech Republic. It's valued at around $13,000. And beyond that, it's custom made. I built for me on my tour around the world to travel with. It's in Portland? Well, you better reroute it to Detroit. Yes, sir, we'll reroute it to Detroit, but we don't have a lot of flights going out of Portland, so you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 days for us to get somebody from WESTJET over there to fly it over. Okay, I've been really patient. Well, just now, I received a call from Portland, a WESTJET representative from Portland that said, "Are you Matthew Gallett?" "Yep." "Did you get your bike yet?" "Who is this?" I'm at Portland. I'm with WESTJET." "No, I didn't get my damn trike. It's supposed to be with you." "It's not here. Never got here." "Do you know where it is?" "Do I know where it is? Who the hell do you think I am? Do you think I'm God?" You guys are supposed to know where all my stuff is. You're supposed to have, what do we have tracking numbers for? They actually gave me an urgent tracking number. They updated my account with all of this information and said it's high priority, it's going to Vancouver, and then it'll be relayed to Portland. They actually didn't write down it was relayed to Portland. They just had Vancouver. They just make up information there. So my trike right now is nowhere. I don't know if it's in Vancouver. I don't know if it's in Portland. I don't know if it's on its way to Detroit. I don't even know if it exists. Maybe this whole adventure I had to build this trike was edited into my brain. Maybe we're in a simulation. But this is bullshit. So now I'm waiting on WestJet again. 20 minutes down. It'll be probably 2 hours before somebody picks up the phone, or 2.5 hours as average, hopefully. Maybe 3-4 hours. My max was 4 hours and 30 minutes before I was able to get somebody to reply to me. And I'm going to have to talk with them again for them to what? What are they going to do? Nobody seems to know where the f*** my thing is. It's a ginormous, oversized, recumbent trike disassembled in a ginormous cardboard box with my name written in big black marker now because the Dublin crew wrote my name on the box. And they don't know where it is. And this on hold message is an insult because it says, oh, you can just go online and check the information. We get the same information as that. Well, you know what? Every time I've called, I've gotten a different sort of information than what you have online, WestJet. What the hell is going on? Anyways, I'm on hold. When they pick up, I'll give you the next development in this shit show saga. Hi, I'm putting you on speaker so I can hear you. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Jojo.
Jojo? Let me give you my my information. The number is...
Thank you so much. How can I assist you?
Can you give me the status on my package? The current information you have?
Thank you for holding.
Yeah.
So I can see here that your bag was forwarded on July 8th to PDX.
Okay, that's
and
okay.
I think you did call us yesterday as well. And as advised, we did send a message to PDX to set up the delivery as soon as possible, but looks like they haven't contacted you yet.
Is that all you have?
Yeah, what I can do for you is I can try to send them another message.
No, hold on, Jojo. They called me. They don't have they don't have the box. It's not in Portland. They don't know where it is. They asked me if I knew where it was. So this project here, this package needs to be upped in priority. I have been told by WestJet 5 different things that were not true, and I have waited on hold, and this is no lie. I've waited on hold with WestJet for 18 hours. Well, no, this phone call is 2 hours and 19 minutes. So I have waited on hold with WestJet for 21 hours. And I've been very patient, and I know this isn't your fault, but wherever my package is, it needs to stop going on different airlines to different places that I don't even tell you to go to, and it needs to be flown on a courier to my home in Detroit, because it was stuck in Dublin and you told me it was in Montreal. I am a YouTuber. I made a bunch of videos about WestJet and about Dublin Airport, and I've been picked up by national media all across Europe. And so they were able to find my trike, and it left Dublin Airport, and when it left Dublin Airport, I have a recorded phone call with WestJet that said that they were going to forward the trike via Vancouver to my address in Detroit. And then a few days later, I called WestJet and they told me that it was in Portland. And then today, Portland just called me and asked me where my trike was. They said, did it get delivered today? Because it's not here in Portland. And that's why I'm calling you. I am desperate to try to, not even desperate, I found the trike for you. When you said it was in Canada, it was still in Dublin. I found it through my YouTube and social media. And then you guys you lost it again. So I've been communicating with you guys over and over and over, and I need to talk to somebody above you. I need to talk to somebody who can give me some real answers, because I get a lot of promises, and a lot of those promises never come through. And it's really, really, this is, the package that is missing is it is a custom-built, 3-wheeled recumbent trike that was built for me in the Czech Republic. I flew to Malaysia, then I flew to the Czech Republic in order to build this thing, and then I thought the safest thing was to carry it with me on my way home, and when I got home, it wasn't here, and even when you found it, it's been a week, and it's missing again. So I'm finished talking. Maybe you can give me some direction. So where do we go from here?
Okay, I really apologize about all that inconvenience. I do understand your frustration. So since you said you found it for us in Dublin, and what happened again? Can you please explain me that part again?
Okay, so you had told, the WESTJET had told me that it was in Montreal. And I thought you guys were not, I thought it was in Dublin, and I was proved right, because I found some baggage handlers at Dublin that took my information and they found my bag. So then I called WESTJET, and I let WESTJET know that their information was false and that I have identified the bag. It's in Terminal 1 in the basement of Dublin Airport, and you can talk to different people there because they all know about my situation. Then I said, before you send it from Dublin Airport, I want to reroute it to my home in Detroit, because I can't wait. I was trying to wait in Portland for the bag to come, but it never came. I ended up having to leave. I was forced to leave Portland because I had to be in Detroit, which is where I am now. And so the lady on the phone, very nice, said, I'm going to send this up the chain of command. I'm going to make sure that your bag leaves Dublin, and it will be routed to Detroit. After that, my app on your search app was updated to reflect that it was going to go from Dublin to Vancouver, and so I thought that it was going to go to Vancouver and then Detroit. Then I called 2 days after that, and it turned out that it never got to Detroit, and it was in Portland. And then today, so that was yesterday, and then today I got a call from Portland, and they say they don't know where it is, and they asked me if I knew where it was.
Okay, so just to confirm once again, the address I have is, okay, I'll just put you on a brief hold, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you. This is insanity. At what point do you stop? I don't know. I still don't want to hold it against them too much. Maybe, I don't know where the miscommunication is coming or the lies are coming from. But somewhere in their system, their tracking is a disaster. Yeah. What do you got for me?
So yes, I was actually trying to get a hold of someone from Air Canada.
Okay.
And see if I could do something.
Okay.
As advised, I think someone would have advised you earlier too that when you located the bag in Dublin, after that, the fastest route to send the bag was through Air Canada at that moment. So the people in Dublin Airport decided to do that. Air Canada took the bags from us, and they were transferring them to Vancouver and then further to PDX. Not lost, it's in Air Canada's possession. They are trying to locate it again and send it to Michigan as soon as possible.
Okay. If it hasn't gone to Portland, then where is it? Still in Vancouver? I mean, I feel like I'm getting a lot of conflicting information here.
So, yeah, okay, I'll explain. There could be two scenarios. First one, it's still in Vancouver, in Air Canada's bag room. and they did not ship it out to Portland. They might are just in the process of changing the flight of not to PDX and send it all the way to Michigan on some other flight, since Vancouver is a bigger airport than Portland.
Okay.
I mean, that could happen. That's pretty common. And the second thing is, they might have just sent it to PDX, and it is in PDX AA Canada's possession, and it was never released to WestJet, and before that they called you.
Okay.
There could be both the things, but I'm more inclined that it is still in Vancouver, because it's a bigger airport, and they're just forwarding it to Michigan. While I say that, trust me that this is actually an expedited message, and this is actually a high priority right now.
Okay. When should I know? I mean, I'm on the phone right now with you guys for another 2-3 hours, going on 3 hours in about 5 minutes. If I have to call for another update tomorrow, it's going to be another 3 hours. Can somebody call me and like let me know when it gets found and when it's going to be in Detroit? Because that's the most important thing right now.
Well, unfortunately, we are actually not, we refrain to call back since we are an incoming calling center. But I'll still jot down your phone number, and I'll see if someone from our claims agent could call you back. And if personally I could do that, I would definitely make sure that if I find something, I'll update you. I've actually also mentioned it in the note that whatever airport finds the bag, just find the bike, and they could just call you so that they could give you a better overview of what's going on and what is the new routing. Right?
Okay.
We do not know if it's in Vancouver or in PDX and what is the next flight is being transferred to in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll call you and update that as well.
There's nothing here for me to feel better about, because I still don't, I don't know when it's going to be here. And I'll tell you what my thought was, that when you find the bag, that it flies a lot like it would have flown with you. So within a day, I could have seen my trike in front of me, because I paid a lot of money to fly around the world and have that bag fly with me. And then suddenly it gets lost, and it takes its sweet time getting back here, so.
I totally understand your concern. So as you know, all the airlines have these bags so that we can transfer the guests and the bags in such situations.
Yeah.
And Dublin Airport, we do not fly there every single day. So whenever we find a bag that needs to be expedited to Canada or anywhere in the world, we usually partner with other airlines, and they actually help us to get the bag to the final destination. I know it's a bit off to hear it this way, but yeah, I understand your concern.
If you talk to Air Canada gives you a location. Will that update on the app? Because right now the app doesn't even, it shows Vancouver. The find baggage app. It says Vancouver. It doesn't have anything else listed. It was you guys that told me that it was going to Portland. So I'm just curious, when will the public face of the app tell me the information that Air Canada is going to tell you?
Well, the reason we told you it's going to Portland is because that's what Air Canada updated us. I do have the flight numbers as well that Air Canada provided us that, hey, this is our plan. Okay, I have left my notes here. And I do have, so your email address, I confirmed it, or your address, I confirmed it.
Mm-hmm.
The phone number I have is, looks pretty much complete now.
Okay.
Anything else I can do for you now?
There's only one thing you can do for me, and so far, no. So, all right. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yes, just to advise you that our centers open 5 in the morning till 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And usually our starting hours and our ending hours are not too busy.
Okay.
It's just so that you can call at that time, and that's when you can not wait for a longer time.
You just said 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? What was your name? Jojo, right?
Gurjot. It's G-U-R-J-O-T.
G-U-R-J-O-T? Jojo.
Yes.
Okay.
Gurjot.
Jojo. Okay.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. The end is, they don't know where it is. Could be in Vancouver, could be Detroit, could be Portland. It's with Air Canada now, so they don't have any information on it. They're pretty sure it's gone to Portland, but Portland just called me and told me that they don't know where it is. And I should just be patient and wait.